So now I want to talk about funnel marketing. This is another concept or framework to help you understand the buyer process. It's not a linear process anymore, but this is a good example to help you understand how can I think through the different stages that my customers are going through in order to target them to get them to do business with me and not my competitors. So there's always several stages to the buying process that somebody goes through to do business with anybody. Sometimes these can take 6 months to a year to run through the process. Sometimes it's near instantaneous. It takes seconds for someone to make a decision. But these are the stages you want to be aware of so that you can look at how do I make sure my marketing is going in the right direction and we are encouraging people to move through this process. And there's a lot of different ways of drawing funnels, a lot of different steps you can put into them. There's all kinds of examples that are out there. Some might fit better for your business than others. So it's something that you want to look into is understand the buying process for your own customers so that you can model a funnel through that yourself to see how are we influencing our customers at each stage of the process so that we can get them to purchase from us. So a typical one is right here. This is a typical 4-step funnel, generally covers most of the ones that are going to be out there. So you can use this as a starting point and then refine it and adjust it from there as you need for your business. So usually you have at the top of the funnel, the widest part of the funnel is the awareness. This is where people are becoming aware of your business. So the people that are outside this funnel don't even know you exist. So once they know you exist, now they're in this first stage of the funnel, which means they're aware that you are there and that maybe you could possibly help them at some point in the future. They're not thinking about that at all, but if they know you exist, then that will help increase the odds that maybe they will hire you at some point. So awareness is important. If you look at these steps here, you'll notice if you watched our ADA video that you'll realize that it's a similar process. So if you want more information on that, go watch that video as well. It works great. This is just a great way to understand this process. So awareness, bringing people in to learn about your business, understand you're there, then helping them to be interested in your business. So this is where you can talk more specifically to them, educate them about your products, your services, encourage them to read your reviews, learn about what you do, learn about your business and who you are and those kinds of things as well to generate more interest in your business. This is where you humanize your business, where you can help them to see, here's what we help with. So awareness could be, hey, I'm a local plumber. Okay, cool. Here are the things that I am good at that I can help you with. I help with toilets. I help with fixing stuff or whatever. Okay, now we can see that you're educating me and I'm a little bit more interested in talking with your business and understanding you better. Then when I realize I have a problem, then I start to move into this desire phase. So you want to also look at how do we get people to become into this phase next. So now they know you exist. They know more about your business and are interested in your business. Now how do we get them to convert? How do we get them to say, I have a problem now, I need to make a phone call, I need to talk to somebody to help me with this problem. So this is where you talk at this stage. So these are the people where you're getting into, they need your help either immediately or very soon. Okay, so a lot of ads on like Google AdWords, this is a great stage for your Google AdWords to hit because they're doing Google searches for information and help to solve their problems. Once you get them to here, then you can start talking to them about how do we get them to make an action, to pick up the phone, to fill out the form online, to send us a message, whatever, so that we have a lead that we can follow up with. So this is the idea of the funnel. It has come about as a way of talking about these processes because at the top of the funnel with awareness, it's the biggest part of the funnel. Okay, you have the most people up there. And as you get down the funnel, the amount of people you're talking with gets less and less. So you're getting down to the bottom where you're making sales. So if you build your content, you build a good marketing strategy to funnel through all of these, then you'll start to filter people through here and get to a point where you can get consistent sales and results out the back end and continue to grow your business. So part of the funnel, understanding the funnel is realizing that awareness has the largest amount of people, and then as you get content, run ads, do emails, other things to slowly drive the people down, it's a little bit more of a specific group every time. And that's okay, because eventually the people in awareness will move down. They'll continue to move through there. So you want to have content, you want to have marketing for each one of these stages to help you in making sure you can just turn this into a funnel machine that just keeps cranking through people. You want to always have awareness to grow your audience. You want to always educate them and always get them to come in so that when they're ready, they buy and they just start to convert. So this is not a one-time thing that you turn on and off on your convenience. This is a machine that you want to get running in a combination of ads, content on your website, blogs and things, emails, white papers, documents, videos, other things that'll just continue to supply people through here to help make this just a recurring thing that you can then predict your success of your business with, because you can predict your income and your sales from here and just get really consistent at it. The other thing you got to realize on this is that you have drop off sometimes on this funnel. So people come down into interest and desire, and then they'll move off. They'll go with another solution, they'll do other things. So you want to try to recapture them and bring them up. So anytime somebody hits, you always want to try to put them back into that funnel. If they hit down to action, but maybe they don't fully take that action, well, let's keep them in this ecosystem. Let's keep them around. You spent time nurturing and working with them and building a relationship with them. Why lose them? So this is another thing you've got to realize in your business is just because somebody said no doesn't mean that's a dead lead. What it means is not now. So at any stage of the process, you want to also have not only a process to help funnel people through here, but you want to have a process to recapture people as they come through. So a good example of this is websites. Running some ads to drive traffic to your website in a generic way to just build that awareness is great. Retargeting them from that, so anybody that hits the homepage gets a different type of ad or a different type of message or something that could help with that interest. So maybe it links them to a video to introduce your team to them. Then they see the team, and then there's another link in there that takes them to your webpage where they learn more about your team and about what you offer. And then you can run another ad to those people to convert, and maybe you offer a deal or a special or something. So there's different ways of combining things with emails, with blogs, with websites, social media, ads, other things to do this and to recapture these people too. So once they're in your system, they don't leave, okay, at all. Because even when they come out down here and they become a customer, okay, when they come out of the funnel and they're a customer, there are two things that you want to do. One is you want repeat business, and two is you want referrals. That's where your customers are helping to dump people in your funnel so that you can market to them. The beauty is they will probably start to hit more in a interest and desire phase. So they can bypass awareness because a friend is referring them. They'll come into interest and desire faster. And it's more cost effective this way. It takes a bit to get this system running, to get down to here, but once you're here, getting referrals and repeat business is an extremely cost-effective way to continue with your marketing. So use this funnel marketing idea as a framework to help you understand what's going on in the different steps of the process with your customers. How can you track and measure what you're doing at each level? How can you recapture people at each level to make sure they stay inside your system? And how do we get our customers to do referrals and repeat business with us as well? This is important because as you build this and get this running, it will continue to generate business for you in the long run. So it's well worth putting this in place. Most businesses have this tendency to run ads when they're slow and then stop all their ads when they're busy. And that's not a good idea. I can tell you that right now, not a good idea at all. We have another video that talks into more detail about that. But part of the reason why you don't want to do that is because you don't want to start and stop this process. You just want to keep it going, keep it moving. Now that does mean you're not doing sales all the time to your customers, but you want to keep them coming through so when it gets to that point, you can do the sell and you can work with them from there on out and do more with them. So use this as a foundational structure to help you in understanding how do I make sure that I am building a machine that'll continue to generate leads and opportunities for my business to grow in the long run. This kind of operations will save you when pandemics and other things happen. Because if you know this process, you know it well, you just have to tweak and modify it to adjust for whatever is going on at the time, and you can continue to have business run. If you don't have this in place, when a pandemic or a struggle or a challenge happens, you are going to have a hard time with your business. So you want to be careful with this and use this as a framework to help you. Now, if you have questions about this or want more help in dialing this in better, let us know. We'd love to help you out so that you can have a better experience in growing your business.